Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Turkey Goose Homestead. Today's a really big day because we're going to be harvesting our first ever crop, which will be the garlic. To be entirely honest, I'm not 100% sure that I'm supposed to harvest the garlic today. But what I'll tell you is that this is what the internet told me and why I'm choosing to do it. And that's because I would say that the leaves have mostly started to die back, and it says that the like the stalk that comes out of the middle, it curls and then it straightens, and it curled and now it's starting to straighten. It's kind of making a hook, but if it goes kind of any longer, that stalk is going to turn into a flower. So that's why I think today is the day. The internet also said that you should be harvesting between late June and late July. And we're about to head into August. So I'm thinking that it's time for that. We'll also be doing a little bit of maintenance on the potatoes. There's two of them that I decided I'm going to dig up today. I doubt there's any potatoes that are growing on it, but I know those plants are at this point just sucking up nutrients from the ground. So we'll get those ones out, so the ones that are next to it will have more nutrients to eat off of. Yeah, but that's the plan for today's video. We'll be doing some watering. We'll harvest the garlic, dig up those tomatoes. Not in that order, but stay tuned. So you can see these two potatoes, excuse me, right here and right there. Those are the ones that I think need to come up, and I think that the right thing to do will be to harvest them before I water. I think that's how I want to handle this. So we're gonna dig them up. What food?
Those are very big.
Yeah, the tomatoes are getting big, Goose. I agree.
Do you think it's time to pull them out?
No, those will turn red before it's time to get those out. All right, so this was the one that I've been struggling pretty much since it came up. So we'll see how it looks in there. I mean, we got the plant out. Oh yeah, the tomato or the potato, the seed potato itself is pretty much rotten out. However, I don't know if that is a potato or not. I'm not going to eat it. It's going to get tossed over into the pile here, but I'm going to say that is a potato that grew out of this potato. Goose, see the little potato?
Yeah, but then what happened to it?
I think because it was just this was a seed potato, I believe, that I had cut off of another one. So my thought is that because it did not have the skin on it, it probably got sick. All right. So I'm going to say there was one potato that grew on that. I don't know if that's true, but that's my thought. All right, we got to be careful with this one so we don't hurt the bigger potato. Back up, please.
Is that shovel very sharp?
No, I just needed the space to work. Ooh.
What the?
Well, now that's good to know.
Oh, Daddy pulled it right out.
I did pull it out. So this potato this one had two potatoes growing on it, but they're turning green, which does mean that it would be toxic for us to eat. Oh, and this one is rotten too on the inside here. It's pussing. Ew. So it's good to have pulled these out, and it's good to have seen that, because I'm thinking I want to mound some more then. So we'll probably end up doing that in this video too. But I'm glad to have pulled those out.
Daddy, I'll pull out the shovel for you again.
I'm hoping that that the rest of these, and I have mounded them in the past more than once. So I'm hoping that those two, because they were small, that's why the potatoes started to go green. But I just think that it's probably in my best interest to keep mounding these. Hilling, I believe that's what the experts call it. I'd like to have enough that I could maybe have some fresh ones to eat in the fall. And then also I want to get a couple jars so that I can make a couple stovetop meals. You know, as winter comes in and I get to actually start using the stove again, I'd like to be able to make some potatoes on the top of it. All right, so we've hilled the potatoes. I want to say that every potato currently out here has been hilled twice already, except those two we pulled. I think I hilled them once, and that was it. I'm pretty sure. So that explains the green potato. That explains maybe why they had kind of not done well. Well, I think they just weren't doing well. But I have faith in the rest of these because I had hilled them twice as it was already. So yeah, that'll be that. I don't know how often I need to keep hilling. I think I'm gonna kind of just go with it, see how I feel, see how things look, and we'll kind of build from there. My expectation, seeing what I had seen just then, is that I'll probably have some green potatoes on maybe some of these, but I also have faith we'll have some brown potatoes. So stay tuned, I guess. So like I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I pull up the garlic here, but I'm pretty sure it's time. So we're going to go for it. So, smells like garlic to me. There's one. All right, this is the biggest one that we have so far. This is the most promising one, I would say. That's the garlic, if I've ever seen one. I'm not going to look anyone in the eye and say that they're the biggest pieces of garlic I've ever seen, but they're garlic. You know, and it's like I didn't really do a great job of cleaning up around them. You know, the different grasses and stuff, so I'm not really expecting a lot. Hi, Ghost! But I mean, it's garlic, and I bet you it's edible. I hope it's edible, is what I should say. Yeah, I mean, they're small, but like it's garlic too. You know, like I don't cook with garlic a lot. Garlic salt, you know, obviously, but and I don't know. You know, maybe I'm gonna let this one sit. I'm gonna leave these two. I'm gonna leave these two because this one's a little bit curled still. I think they can maybe get a little more time, but those other ones were good to harvest.
Is this the big one?
This is all but 2 of them. So you see these little balls?
Yeah.
That's the garlic.
Did you pull out all of them?
All but 2. There's 2 left over there right now.
I want.
Go look at them. It'll be nice not having the garlic too, to save on some water. That's 1 full bucket so far. A little extra splash on the garlic just because its friends were harvested. So, in the last 2 days, the garden as a whole received probably closer to 37 gallons of water, which I don't know if that's a lot or a little for what the garden that I have needs, but that's what it got. Like I said at the beginning of the last video, I believe we are in a drought now. There's still no rain on the horizon. And it's officially now been more than 7 days since the last time it's rained. So that's too bad. But hopefully now that we have harvested our garlic, we will be able to save some of the water to save for the potatoes and the tomatoes. So as far as storing the garlic is concerned, I'm not honestly 100% sure. I don't even know if these are the right kind of garlic you can braid. They're kind of hard stems, I think. I mean, I don't know if that's what they officially are, but I'm been sitting here trying to braid them together, and they're not really doing it. So no, I don't know. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably cut it off about here and let them dry out for a while. I'll cut the roots off of them and let them dry out for a while, and then maybe store them in the fridge until it's time to harvest the tomatoes and to make some tomato soup and some tomato sauce, and which I will use this garlic for. So that's pretty exciting that we have this. So yeah, we've harvested our first crop. We harvested those potatoes. It's probably going to go without water tomorrow, and I hope to get back out here and water it by at least Sunday. And if I can, do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for watering, because then I will not be back out here for 5 whole days at the least, probably even 6 if I'm being honest with myself. So, and that's not great, especially in the middle of a drought. You know, they're kind of small. They're smaller. They don't have full 10. You know, this obviously being the best one, but I'm still happy. These are my first crops that I harvested from the land out here, and I'm very proud of that. Yeah. So, and the potatoes did grow. There were potatoes on those 2 sick ones I harvested. They just were inedible potatoes. But yeah, so I'm counting the garden a success for this year. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Turkey Goose Homestead. And stick around, because this garlic will be turned into tomato sauce and to tomato soup as soon as I can harvest some tomatoes. So thanks for watching.